welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda, and based on the title of this video, you possibly just figured out you're pregnant. So I just wanted to say congratulations. That is so exciting. It is such an exciting time for you, and you're probably just wondering, like, what the heck is next? So here in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you things that I wish someone had told me in the beginning of my first trimester, in the beginning of pregnancy, and kind of what you can expect for the next couple months. So let's get started. Before we get started into what I wish someone told me in the first trimester of my pregnancy, if you could please hit the like button down below. It really helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and just helping more mamas and just helping them get through their pregnancy, because I wish someone had told me these things. But if you just hit that like button down below, that really just helps me out a lot. All right, let's get into the video. The first thing I want to share with you is that if you are watching this video early on in your pregnancy, I'm not telling you this to scare you or to do anything like that. I'm simply just telling you this because this happened to me. So up until 12 weeks of pregnancy, you have about a 30 to 40% chance of a miscarriage. And this was something that my midwife had explained to me when I went to my first appointment at about 8 weeks. So up until your 12-week appointment, there's about a 30 to 40% chance of having a miscarriage. My first pregnancy, we did miscarry, and our second pregnancy, or my second pregnancy, my baby boy is actually here now. But we were able to have a successful pregnancy, so it's totally beautiful and such an amazing thing. But no one told me that my first pregnancy, and that was the thing that was so heartbreaking, because I didn't think that was as common as it is, as it can be. So if you are just finding out you're pregnant, congratulations, that's such an amazing thing. But just communicate with your OB, your doctor, your midwife, whoever you're choosing for your care, for your health care, for this journey. Just communicate with them as best as you can, any symptoms, anything that is happening with your body. Also, something that confused me in pregnancy is that usually when people say that they're pregnant, they say that they're pregnant for 9 months or 40 weeks. This is something that confused the shiz out of me, because I was like, 40 weeks is technically 10 months, but you say you're pregnant for 9 months. That's because your due date really is just a guess date, and a lot of people actually refer to their due date as a due month. And also your due date or due month timeline is based on your last period, so it can vary a lot between woman to woman. Most people give birth between 37 weeks and 42 weeks, so that was also super confusing to me, and I wish someone had explained that to me at the beginning of my first pregnancy. The third thing I wish someone had told me was cravings. So in your first trimester of pregnancy, maybe you have cravings, maybe you'll have aversions, which is basically where you don't like food. So either maybe you're drawn to certain foods or you're completely just appalled by others. That's your body trying to communicate with you what it needs. So for me, I was completely, I had the worst aversion to literally any spice. Even salt and pepper, nothing could have salt and pepper, nothing could have any spice whatsoever. It made me gag and it made me puke, really. And then also your cravings, that's your body trying to tell you that it needs a certain vitamin or mineral or whatever it needs. So say you're craving French fries or whatever, you can definitely still have the French fries, go for it if that's what you want, but maybe your body's trying to tell you that it needs salt. So you could potentially look for another alternative to getting salt than just having fried French fries. If you want to go for French fries, go you, that's awesome. But that could also be something that you want to look into if you don't want to just eat the French fries the entire pregnancy. Also, this is something that I really struggled with in my first trimester, was just really eating anything. I think I had saltine crackers for probably the first 8 weeks or so, and pretty much only saltine crackers. The problem with that is that I gained almost all of my pregnancy weight in that first trimester, and it was because I was eating so many saltine crackers. So if there is something that you can find as an alternative to just crackers, if that's something that you can keep down, try to have some protein, try to just get something in your body, and that may also help with nausea too. So for me, I would literally just have scrambled eggs like 3 meals a day, and that was the only thing that I could hold down, and it worked. I think I gained like 30 pounds in my first trimester, and I gained 35 pounds my whole pregnancy. So if you do have a certain craving that is like a cracker or a carb, maybe talk to your doctor about just supplementing that out. That may be beneficial to you as well, like it was for me. Something else, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of not. Your boobs get huge, and they will stay huge for a very long time. My first trimester, I think I like maxed out or almost outgrew all of my bras. Your boobs literally just get so huge, and they keep getting bigger and bigger, and then baby comes, and if you choose to breastfeed, then they stay that big. Some women are like, heck yeah, like that's awesome, but the only thing is that sometimes that can hurt, and you can have breast pain because they're growing. You're gonna have growing pains. So I wish that's something that someone would have explained to me, but now you know. If you listen to your body, it's going to be a lot easier for you. So what this could look like is your first trimester. For me, it was the hardest trimester because you're so tired, you're nauseous, you don't feel good, you're going through all of these hormonal changes, your body and everything is just changing so much. And if you're like a type A personality like me, I'm used to going, and relaxing is so hard for me to do. So if your body is telling you that you need to rest, if your body is telling you that you need to take a day off of work, if your body is telling you that you need to just chill, listen to your body. It's gonna save you so much stress. It's better for baby, it's better for you, but it really is so hard just to relax and just to chill. I'm losing track of how many this is. I have them on my phone, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Okay, so this was something that I wished someone had explained to me, because it would have literally saved me so much nausea in the first trimester, and my doctor didn't explain this to me until about like 10, 11, 12 weeks, which is almost when the nausea like goes away. So eating solids and liquids together can actually make you more nauseous because your body's going through so many changes. It has to, I guess, just digest 2 different things. So I could not drink water with any meals. I had to drink water completely on their own, and I couldn't eat after I drank something because it would just make me so nauseous. So if you are getting a lot of nausea just in that first trimester, try that. Try not eating and drinking together. It worked for me. I don't know if there's any science behind that, but my midwife did tell me that, and just to try it, and it worked for me. So if that works for you, or if you are having a lot of nausea, definitely recommend giving that a try. Also, there are things that you can take to prevent nausea, and these are all things that I used, and they did help tremendously once I discovered them. So one is a C-band, and that's basically like a bracelet, and I'm not sure how it works, but I will link it below for you so you can check it out, the exact one I used. But it basically does something to your body, and it kind of just regulates it a little bit, and it just helps nausea. Other things that helped me with my nausea was actually Unisom, which is kind of like a sleeping thing. So if you get nauseous at night, it's definitely a great tool to have. And then also ginger capsules and ginger tea. And now I hate ginger. I hate ginger so much and with a passion. But I drank ginger tea and I took ginger capsules because I knew that it was going to help my body, and it did make me feel better once I learned that that was a tool that I could use. So if you are into that at all, or if you want to look into doing that, I will link the ones that I use down below so you can just see the exact ones that I had. This one's kind of funny, and more than anything is that you, like, literally everything tastes and smells weird. So for me, like, I had bought my husband cologne for Christmas, and I was beginning of pregnancy. It was around March and April, and he wore the cologne my first trimester, and I literally like puked. Like, I puked in my mouth because of the cologne that I bought him. And now I love it. But that first trimester, everything just smells and tastes weird. Like I mentioned, I couldn't have any spices or salts or anything. Like, It was just so weird, and like certain smells just cannot handle. So definitely if you're experiencing that, it's okay, you're not alone. I definitely understand that struggle, girl. Next one is kind of funny, and I thought I was alone in this, but now talking to new moms and other pregnant moms, I know I totally am not. That first trimester, and honestly really your whole pregnancy, I forgot like so many things. It's kind of funny, I actually ended up losing my husband's car key for like a week, and he was so mad, and I ended up just like leaving it in my jacket pocket, and we found it in the laundry like a week later. But just small things like that, like I would just completely forget, or like pregnancy brain is such a real thing. It is such a real thing, and it's just so frustrating because you're like, wait, I just did this, or this happened, and you can just get so frustrated with yourself. But just know it's not you, and it happens to everybody. If you have pregnancy brain, if you're forgetting things, don't worry, you're not alone, even though it might suck and be hard. The last thing that I wish someone had told me about the first trimester, because I didn't do this at all, was that you're supposed to exercise 5 times a week. Now, I know this is like standard or whatever for most adults anyway, but especially when you're pregnant, just even like walking helps align your body so much. So if you can walk at all, my doctor had me walk 1 mile 3 times a week, 1 mile 3 to 5 times a week. And that's because I gained so much weight in my first trimester. I gained like 10 pounds in 10 pounds a month for 3 months. And honestly, I think walking helped. It just helped like align my body. It helped align my pelvis. It helped get baby in a good position. And walking and just moving your body just really refreshes it and can help it so much. So if you have an activity you like, swimming is all great things. Obviously, talk to your doctor if you are thinking of starting a new sport or whatever. But generally and typically, anything that you were doing pre-pregnancy is usually safe during pregnancy. Like I said, I am not a medical professional. I am not by no means a doctor or anything like that, so definitely talk to your doctor about that. But most of the things that you are doing pre-pregnancy is safe to do during pregnancy. And if you were doing nothing before, walking is a great way to just keep your body rolling and just have the best pregnancy and best birth experience that you can. Okay, everyone, that is all for the what I wish someone told me in the first trimester of my pregnancy video. I've actually already filmed so I'm not pregnant anymore. My baby is now 4 months old, but I took all of these notes as my pregnancy because I thought that I would want to make this video eventually. So I have already filmed my unmedicated and natural birth experience, so I will actually leave that linked below if you want to go check that out. My labor was 58 hours and I had a hypnobirth, so if you're into that, want to look at that, I will leave it linked down below for you. If you would please hit the thumbs up video, Pregnancy brain becomes mom brain. Thumbs up button down below really helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And if you like this video, please subscribe for more. And I hope you have a wonderful day.